This video was brought to you by CuriosityStream. Elon Musk is a fascinating figure in public life. He's far more than a founder or CEO, or even the richest man in the world. He's a cultural leader, with devout followers willing to defend Musk in any battle. Now, this kind of fervor around a business leader is unusual, but all of these people do hold vast power over our world, not just when it comes to their business practices, but far wider than that too. Their decisions, philosophies, and practices impact the rest of the world too. So we're starting a series where we explore the ideologies of the world's most powerful leaders. We're going to treat them like politicians and thought leaders. So today we're going to be opening the Book of Musk to find out what he believes and the ideology of Elon. Now, understanding someone well enough to infer their beliefs and feelings is difficult. So we'll be using publicly available information to deduce all of these things. That being said, Musk lent us a big hand with this tweet, where he says that this book, What We Owe the Future, is a close match for his philosophy. So let's start there, with the idea of long-termism. At its heart, long-termism revolves around putting a greater and greater emphasis on, well, the long term. It is, according to the author of What We Owe the Future, quote, "The view that positively influencing the long-term future is a key moral priority of our time. It's about taking seriously the sheer scale of the future and how high the stakes might be in shaping it. It means thinking about the challenges we might face in our lifetimes that could impact civilization's whole trajectory, and taking actions to benefit not just the present generation, but all generations to come." Whether you love or hate Elon, you can't deny that Musk has held this view when it comes to basically all of his companies, but most publicly, SpaceX and Tesla. The latter has strongly pushed for more sustainable travel, and the astronomical growth of Tesla has led to a sea change shift in the automotive industry toward electric cars. Tesla was arguably the trailblazer for good-looking performance electric vehicles. The likes of Audi, Mercedes-Benz, Volvo, Jaguar, VW, and BMW, some of the industry's biggest car makers, have now all had to play catch-up to Tesla. Added to that, the proliferation of Tesla solar and Powerwalls is yet another powerful point in Musk's history of focusing on the long term, on the reduction of emissions and improving sustainability. SpaceX is kind of the other side of the same coin. The company was ultimately founded with a mission of making humanity multi-planetary. In fact, on SpaceX's mission page, there's an entire quote from Musk stressing the long-term nature of the company, saying, "You want to wake up in the morning and think the future is going to be great. It's about believing in the future and thinking that the future will be better than the past. I can't think of anything more exciting than going out there and being among the stars." In fact, in a marquee address to Allen & Co.'s Sun Valley conference, Musk called Mars a civilian life insurance policy should disaster hit Earth, doubling down on his plans to colonize Mars as early as 2029. More broadly speaking, Musk has also been a vocal advocate for the likes of the Paris Agreement. After Donald Trump announced that the US will be leaving the agreement, Musk took to Twitter to announce that he would be leaving his positions on 3 presidential councils, writing, "Climate change is real. Leaving Paris is not good for America or the world." Now, it's safe to say that Elon likes to be disruptive. Again, just take a look at the companies he's founded or otherwise helped to grow. SpaceX, Tesla, The Boring Company, Neuralink, and others. Each of these companies has either disrupted existing, otherwise stagnant industries, or just created new ones. As we've already mentioned, Tesla was a trailblazer in the electric vehicle market. eating away at market share from otherwise dominant, stagnant gas-guzzling industries. While SpaceX is creating a market that wasn't there before, launching the first privately funded rocket to reach orbit around the Earth, as well as being the first private company to send a spacecraft and astronauts to the International Space Station. The Boring Company, in a bid to tackle the issue of traffic, is literally planning on digging tunnels under cities to build intra-city transit systems. While Neuralink is looking at, quote, creating the future of brain interfaces and investing in new technologies that will expand our abilities, our community, and our world. Now, regardless of whether you think these solutions are good or not, and the arguments against building tiny car tunnels are easy to think of, these companies are certainly disrupting industries. Now, disruption doesn't need to be good in itself. It just needs to spark a change and hopefully a broader positive shift. Something that Musk is clearly focused on. Increasingly, Musk has been portraying himself as a staunch defender of free speech. Heck, he even calls himself a free speech absolutist. And when he announced his initial deal to buy Twitter, Musk stressed that free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated. Hence his desire to take ownership of the platform, to supposedly protect free speech. Although it is worth noting that often Musk's conversations around Twitter, free speech, and the First Amendment demonstrate painful misunderstandings and knowledge gaps. So maybe Musk should check out our video where we outline the issues with his free speech strategy. Anyway, Musk's happy-go-lucky approach and support for libertarianism has sometimes landed him in hot water, especially with the Securities and Exchange Commission. His SEC violations and settlement even led to Musk being forced to step down as Tesla's chairman, as well as putting in place additional controls and procedures to oversee Musk's communications, i.e., someone to vet Musk's tweets before he sends them. Something which it doesn't seem like he's done. There have also been a number of allegations that Tesla broke employment law, including an instance when Tesla allegedly broke federal law over a mass layoff at the Nevada Gigafactory. Regardless, Musk clearly shows a disregard for authority and a serious libertarian streak, whether that's a good thing or not. Musk is, it's safe to say, a showman. From deliberately naming the Tesla range of cars to spell out sexy, through launching an actual flamethrower called Not a Flamethrower, or even launching the original Tesla Roadster into space, it's safe to say that Elon likes a stunt. In fact, as this very script was being written, he tweeted out that he was buying Manchester United, only to clarify that he was joking. Now, Musk often seems to prioritize being a public figure and getting attention ahead of almost literally anything else. And as we outline in our video about Elon's Twitter lawsuit, it's possible that even serious business decisions are treated as more of an attempt to get publicity and build his personal profile than, well, serious business decisions. Now, these factors combined begin to paint a picture of Musk. He might not be a politician, but if he were, the ideology of Elon would look a little like this. A lot of long-termism, a splash of disruption, a bit of libertarianism, and a heap of showmanship. Now, you likely have to be a bit more careful with your money than the richest man in the world, but a good investment for you could be signing up to Nebula. That's a streaming service that we've built with our other creator friends, and where you can find exclusive TLDR videos which will never make it to YouTube, as well as giving you early access to other videos. For instance, this video was first available on Nebula on August 20th, so you could have watched this ages ago. Not only that, but the Nebula version of this video also didn't have any adverts, or even this one. So if you want early access, entirely exclusive videos, and an ad-free experience, then you can sign up to Nebula for less than $15 a year. Yep, really, it's that cheap. That's because we've done a deal with CuriosityStream. So if you sign up to their superb service, well, you'll find tons of high-quality documentaries. Then you'll also get Nebula, our streaming service, totally free. That means that if you sign up using our link, you'll get both services for just over $1 a month. Thanks for your support.